A few days ago in my series Random Pro Shop Bargain Challenge, I bought this for £50, the PING i25 3-wood. But how does it compare to this for £250, the PING G410 3-wood? Let's do it, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. Guys, now you may notice that I very rarely start a video by hitting balls so quickly. But as I said in the introduction to this video, I acquired this PING i25 3-wood from Tankersley Park Golf Club a matter of days ago, and it cost me £50. Well, £51, but I got a Mars bar as well. Guys, if you haven't seen the series where I go to pro shops up and down the country, I was hoping around the world, but with what's happening at the moment, travel is limited. I go in, I find bargains, I buy them, and then potentially I'll give them to you guys at home. But this is the first one that's kind of showing, it could go in the bag. So it is the i25 Fairway wood. It's a 3-wood, it's 15 degrees, it's adjustable, you can move it up in loft, down in loft. It even has racing stripes. I'm not gonna lie guys, I took it out round Tankersley Park Golf Club and played a few holes with it. And Chris even said afterwards, he said he's never known me hit as many fairways or hit a club as straight. And it was hard not to agree with him. That was a little bit toey, it's done okay though. And it kind of got me thinking, had I not have bought this club, had I not have bought this PING i25 Fairway wood for £50, would I have bought this for £250? You can probably get a deal on these now, but you're still going to pay well over £200 for a PING G410 3-wood. So we're going to do a bit of a comparison now. First of all, the looks of these clubs is totally different. As you can see looking down at these heads, the i25 Fairway wood, the head is a lot smaller than the G410 Fairway wood. Thankfully we don't have the turbulators on there. I'm not gonna lie guys, I'm just not a fan of turbulators. Never have been, I don't think I ever will be. But the racing stripe, however, that's a bit of me. Bottomy. Do tend to get away with this quite a lot. I mean, for me, generally, I'm quite happy with a 3-wood that goes around 250 yards. Loft-wise, these are both 15 degrees, but they are both adjustable necks. With the G410, you do get more adjustments. You can go in kind of close increments, whereas the i25, as I'm going to show you now, does kind of just go down or up. I'm going to go down. We set them both at down, so they're both playing around kind of 14 degrees in loft, which is a nice strong loft for a 3-wood really. And I do apologise for that statement because it was incorrect. The G410 is actually 14.5 degrees. That's sneaky PING, but not as sneaky because the shaft being a tiny bit longer as well. So really, the G410 should go a little bit further. It should create a tiny bit more speed and launch a little bit lower. However, what we can do with the G410 is put it on a smaller increment loft difference, because that is what you can do with these clubs. If I can get this off, so you can see how we can go 1 degree down, 1.5 degrees down. You can also put it in a flat lie there, which you can't do with the i25. So we're just going to go 1 down there. Both of the clubs do have a matte finish on top, which I think looks fantastic. Obviously running alongside the i25 clubs were the G25 clubs, which was probably more in line with the G410 clubs, but we don't really have the I-range anymore, do we? Which is a shame because the drivers were always really good as well. Let's hit a couple more with this i25. Again, a little bit toey. Don't seem to be quite striking it as good as I did the other day at Tankersley Park, but it still sounds fantastic. There's the one. Right guys, I've just hit a handful of shots there with the PING i25 3-wood. It was a bargain at £50. Let's hit a handful with the PING G410 3-wood. It costs a little bit more. How much more performance would you want to see from this than from this? Because it's not in bad condition either, is it? Anyway, time for the G410. So straight away looking down at the G410, it just fills you with a bit more confidence. It's a bigger head. I mean, the turbulators for me, I'm not a huge fan. Hold my hands up there. But if you do want that bit of a bigger head behind the ball just to give you a bit of confidence, it's pretty good. Pretty good there. Okay, I've absolutely nailed that one, to be fair, on a first shot. Sound-wise, totally different. Sound-wise, this is way louder. It's way kind of tinnier. it's one shot, isn't it? But I'm looking down there because that's where the i25 is, and I'm looking lovingly because the acoustics were very, very good. Acoustics. So guys, if you do enjoy the bargain series, make sure you keep your eyes on the channel because I've got way more coming. Hit the comments below as well, what do you want to see me buy next for a bargain? A little bit leaky. Should probably mention as well, I'm not swinging that well today, which is a perfect time to test 3 woods, because if you're not swinging well with a 3 wood, you're gonna struggle. And for me, Ping have always been known as the kind of forgiving brand, the people's brand as it were. So I think I'm in the right hands. So technology as well in the G410, we do have the miraging steel face, which is designed to give you extra ball speed, more distance, all the rest. We do have the weight in the back of the head here as well. This isn't the LS Tech version, it's a standard version. LS Tech puts the weight in the front there, a bit like a Sub-Zero almost. And both clubs have got the stock stiff shafting that Ping make themselves. The G25 being the Alta CB and the i25 being the PWR 75. That could be one of the best swings I've made in a while for a 3 wood, that one. Really nice. The G410 club head as well down at the ball almost goes back into more of a point at the back, whereas the i25 is a lot rounded, like I said earlier, a lot smaller. So it just depends what, I mean, to be fair, I'm almost making this video as though you're going to choose from one or the other, and I mean, you're not really, are you? If you can get your hands on one of these, I personally recommend that you try one, because for £50, I could probably sell that on eBay and make a profit. You think? Right guys, last shot with the Ping G410 Fairway Wood, and then we're going to see just how far time's come. Time's come? Just how far things have come. Golf's come, Ping have come. i25, how far? Consistency wise, the G410 has been very good, not gonna lie, very good. Right, okay, handful of shots with both, £50, £250-ish. What's the difference? Let's find out. So as always with these guys, we're gonna start with Dispersion and we'll start with the G410. I mean, there's one that leaked a little bit right, but I am, when at 3 wood now, whenever I'm testing a fairway, I do try and hit a bit of a fade with it. Really happy with that, to be fair, not gonna lie, quite amazed. Look at that. There's nothing on that left side of the screen apart from the cursor there. That's usually where the lines go. What about the i25? i25 again, not too bad. A couple that leak out there. A little less consistent, you could say, with that, I suppose. Trajectory wise, I mean, the G410's so consistent there, isn't it? But again, for 50 quid, let's take a look at the numbers. So i25 numbers. Pretty consistent really, one bad swing number 4 and we've lost a little bit. Spin rates 46, 40, spin rates really consistent apart from that last one, which I hit really well, to be fair. We've got an average of 233, an average spin of 4,000, which is a little bit high. Remember, there's no Sub-Zero model for this version. Club head speed of 100 and ball speed of 144.6. So how far have we come in, how many years? 5 years? And £200? Little bit again, a bad one at number 4, which is interesting there. An average of 235. Club head speed on average is up by 1.4 miles an hour, and as a result, ball speed's up by around a mile an hour, and spin rate is a tiny bit down. So for £200, I've got myself an extra 2 yards. So I guess that goes to show that time hasn't really come that far. Well, time's probably gone about 5 years, but technology in golf really hasn't gone that far. The i25, fantastic golf club, still a fantastic golf club, and I managed to sneak one for £50. Guys, I am going to give this away eventually, because I'm not gonna lie, I just absolutely love the Cobra Speed Zone 3 wood that I'm using at the moment. It's a tiny head, I can hit low, I can hit high with it. I'm gonna do more videos with that coming. And to be honest, there are a few other 3 woods that I wanted to try as well. I still am searching for the bargain that makes it into the bag. This is very, very, very close. I'm not gonna lie, guys, but I'm gonna give this away. So if you do want to win it, make sure you head over to the bargain video where I did buy this. Comment below Ping in that video, not in this video. Like that video. You can like this video if you want as well, but you have to be a subscriber as well, guys. Comment below, do you want me to come to your club? Do you want me to buy something out of your shop? Are there any bargains in there as well? Plenty of bargains going around. That's why I went to see Ian. I know he always has plenty of bargains. Guys, thanks so much. I do hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, hit that subscribe button below if you haven't already. Make sure you leave us a like as well, because then I know you're enjoying the content. I hope you're all keeping safe at the moment with what's going on. Comment below, did you expect that difference? Did you expect any difference at all, really? Guys, see you tomorrow.